Andrew Stevens, their quarterback, 16 of 18 for 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trey Segura, the running back, 64 yards and 6 carries and 2 touchdowns, and then 42 yards on 4 catches with a touchdown. And they had 2 other receivers that were over 50 yards. One of them had a touchdown catch. So just all Burns in this one. Kind of similar to what happened last year when they played at Nixon Field. It's just Burns is that much better. Chapman gets a big dominant 48-3 win over Lawrence this week. Chapman's offense, they had 4 different receivers that had a touchdown catch in this one. Coleman Gray was 22 for 26 at 219 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also ran for 90 on 10 carries with a touchdown. Matthias Scott, 136 yards on 15 carries. As Chapman just absolutely air raids the Raiders, if you were to put a headline to that one. I know that was really cheesy, I'm sorry. But it was 48-3 Chapman, just an absolute dominant effort there. Good for Chapman to get some confidence going and get back to form. They're going to need it because they take on Clinton this week, and I will be actually down there at Wilder Stadium down in Clinton to cover that one. Looking forward to seeing them in a tough test against a team that a lot of people think they may be competing for either a berth in upstate with or for the upstate championship with later on this season. We'll see how that goes. Broome absolutely dominates Union 62-34. Interestingly enough, this one was 21 all at the half, and then Broome came out and scored 21 unanswered with 2 rushing touchdowns from Kamaje Brackett-Brandon and 1 from Jalen McGill. Their offense, 581 yards of total offense, 493 of those came on the ground. Kamaje Brackett-Brandon, 18 carries for 206 yards, 4 touchdowns, 9 of 12 passing for 88 yards. Jalen McGill, 23 carries, 287 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So the KBB Jalen McGill show that is their offense. Those two are just so fun to watch, and as long as they stay healthy, Broome is still going to be one of the most dangerous teams in 3A going forward. And as I continue to say, any hope of beating Broome is going to lie in containing those two, which is much easier said than done. So Broome gets a dominant win, and kudos to Union County that they mustered that many points, because a lot of people thought it was going to be 62-0 at the half between these two, because frankly Union County's just having it rough this year. So good effort on their part, but Broome, being the better team, pulled away as you might expect. And then last but not least, let's look at the other border war that went on this week. You had Chesney taking on Rutherfordton Spindale Central. Chesney got, again, a big second half in that one. Let's see. Trying to find my specific notes on this one. Here we go. All right, so he had a back and forth until the second half. Then Chesney again scored 20 unanswered to put it away. KJ Proctor actually got the start of this in at quarterback. I know they had been using Carson Gossett a lot, sophomore, before that. You're probably still going to see a lot of Carson Gossett going forward. It's basically kind of almost a 2-quarterback system with them right now. I think, though, that Clay Lewis does have intentions of trying to use KJ Proctor a lot more, since he is the more experienced of the two, obviously. But KJ Proctor, 6 of 11 for 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. Caleb Blanton, 2 receptions for 59 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Swaney, a 49-yard touchdown reception. And then Kyle Martin, while he did not have a touchdown, had 2 snags for 71 yards to really lead their passing game. So good offensive showing there for Chesney against their cross-border rivals from not even probably 10 minutes up the road up in Rutherfordton. That 41-13 win for the Eagles there. That puts a bow on Week 3 of the 2023 high school football season here in Spartanburg County. We'll look ahead to next week, where even though it will officially be Week 4, it will be Week 5. We're getting towards the tail end of region play already. Wow. All right, that'll do it for this week's edition of The Deadline. We'll catch you next Saturday.